Welcome to another episode of Marketing for Your Future. I'm your host, Cindy Ashton from the Daily Ad Brief, and I'm absolutely thrilled today to welcome Joyce Padilla from Assett. Joyce, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Cindy, and thank you for having me. It's great. It's great to be here.
Oh, it's fabulous. You're a fellow Canadian. It's always like, oh, she's from my hometown. It makes me very excited. Tell me a little bit about your business.
Yes, I would love to. So Asset's a marketing agency, and we really focus on providing our clients solutions that will really get their story out there so they can connect with their clients. And we really focus on brand development and just like the branding, creating the story that will represent your brand, where you can then powerfully share your story with everyone else.
That is so beautiful, Joyce, because everyone has a story and their voice deserves to get heard. When we think about marketing emerging and changing in the next 2 years, where do you feel like it's really going?
That's a tough question, right? Because there's so much going on right now when it comes to marketing, and then this whole new digital world is happening too. But if I were to say one thing, I would definitely think that marketing is becoming more community based. And I think that being able to create communities that are specific to a specific niche with specific interests, that I think is where it's going, because the market is so competitive and there's so much different products and services. Like being able to really identify people who have the same interests as you, the same solutions or the same goals, right? And having a community around that where you can speak to them and they can receive the value you're offering, right, in return. I think it's going more towards that, like having that personal approach, personalized approach, and just having that real, true, authentic connection with people. I think that's where it's headed.
That makes a lot of sense because we can't be in person as much, and being able to really connect is so important, and feel like you're part of something. So really taking that community-based approach is brilliant. So Joyce, in terms of building a community, you've really talked about same interests, similar values. Because you do the branding part as well, where do you feel like people are missing building a strong brand, especially when it comes to community?
Yes. Based on like my experience, what I've seen that is missing, a lot of business owners, they tend to get very excited and centered into their products and services and the solutions they offer and how this could benefit our clients, right? But if sometimes they miss to ask the question, like, what do our clients really need? Like, what do they really want? And kind of like shift the perspective. So instead of creating a business around what I believe is needed, it's more about changing the shift and thinking more of what do they need. So I think that creating a brand, it's more about understanding truly who your target market is, like really understanding their pain points. And a lot of people miss to like really dig deep into that, because marketing, it's all, especially now, it's so competitive. Like we get exposed to so many ads and so much stuff daily. Like how do you capture that person's attention, right? And the only way to do that is creating messaging where that really resonates with them, where they can say, oh my God, that's me, or I need that. Why? Because you really understood their pain points and you're providing them a solution to that pain, to that problem they have, right? So I think it's really simple. It's just understanding a little bit what your clients are really going through and what they really need, and then just giving them that solution. So I think building a brand requires really identifying a specific niche and understanding them overall.
Fabulous. So I really love this approach, Joyce, because it really is about community, understanding other human beings, understanding what drives them, and really building it from a place where it's about them, which makes sense. But a lot of marketing in the past, and still a little bit today, we don't see that enough. So I love that you
Yes.
are really taking this approach. Thank you so much for being our guest on the Daily Ad Brief, Joyce.
Thank you so much, Cindy, for having me. It's been a great pleasure.
And thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Marketing for Your Future. If you want to connect with Joyce, learn more about her, please go to dailyadbrief.com, and we will see you on the next episode.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.